We would like to know more.
Well, probably the difference historically would be like night and day. The difference would be like between new and old, modern, traditional, rich and poor. I think those are the differences. But in modern Tokyo now, you can't really see the difference per se physically. But as I've experienced from my friend, there's that psychological difference between those two phases. And Yamanote, which is on the western side of Tokyo, or the west side of Tokyo, is the modern and the rich part. So this is probably traditionally, you would probably consider it as the samurai, privileged class side of the city. And the other side, which is Shitamachi, is where the usual regular folks live. And it's the low city, it's lower in geologically. And usually people there are merchants, or were merchants and artisans. So they were the regular people. So historically that was the difference. But now, of course, there's no such difference now, but still psychologically I think there is, just as exhibited by my friend.
Psychologically. But there is no such thing as an existing caste system within the two phases.
No, I don't think so, because I've met Tokyoites on both sides, and they behave the same way.
Okay. So tell me about the famous places in the Yamanote before we jump to the Shitamachi.
Okay, well, Yamanote side, that's the modern Tokyo that we have usually,
the
that
Highlanders.
we conjure up in our minds when we hear the word Tokyo. We have tall buildings there. We have high-end brand stores like Louis Vuitton, Hermes, and
Fendi,
Bulgari, things like that. So we have districts or wards, as they call it in Tokyo, like Shibuya, Shinjuku. We have Roppongi.
Okay.
Roppongi
is very famous.
Yes. And I went to the street Onomate Sando, something like that. It's a street in Shibuya that houses a lot of these expensive brands. So that is Yamanote for you.
Okay.
High-end and modern.
All right. So when you say Yamanote is like the best, the best of the bests. That's it. And when you say Yamanote, it's where you can find the classiest people on earth, if there's such a thing. All right.
There is such a thing in Tokyo, and that's also where you'll find the Imperial Palace and all these other superlatives, like the most expensive street in the world.
The most expensive street in the world, okay.
Which is the Wall Street of Tokyo.
Okay.
The financial district, yes. Marunouchi.
Marunouchi. All right. So put that on your notes, Marunouchi. If you have, let's say, $50,000 to spare for a trip to Tokyo, I'm not sure if that would be enough just for a single night in a hotel at that place. Well,
you'll have to pay with your arm and a leg.
Aha. Okay. So I can imagine. But no doubt, this place will really pull your heart out. You will fall in love with this place, as what happened to our friend here. You were what? Astounded? You feel so amazed? You were really what? Flabbergasted when you saw it? So come on, tell me now your experiences in the first 3 streets or places that you loved in Yamanote.
Yamanote.
Let's have that with the third, the second, and the most favorite among all.
So I have to rank them.
Yeah, you really have to rank them.
Pretty difficult to do. I would probably choose. Did I do number 3 first or number 1? How do you want it to go?
Number 3 first, please. Save the best for last.
Yeah, okay. She really wants to make it difficult for me. Alright, so number 3 would probably be, I would choose, darn.
Is